So we're back finally. Feels like it's been forever. But yeah, last time we were live was what, the Grambling preview probably.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, so obviously we've had some busy weeks, but we're back. We'll try to be on kind of regular schedule and whatnot for these upcoming games. Trying to keep you guys entertained on these Friday nights. We always do these preview episodes, just previewing the game the day before, and then obviously post game after. So we'll try to get back on track for you guys, and these will be posted on YouTube. So if you guys want to check them out later, go ahead and check them out. But let's get started. Washington tomorrow. Initial thoughts. I mean, we'll kind of go into our score predictions and whatnot like we usually do, and then open it up to questions for you guys. But initial thoughts. I mean,
Yeah, it seems like a lot of confidence coming out of Washington. I will say that. I do think it'll be a pretty good game, at least for the first half. Obviously, Ohio State's coming off a bye too, so I think that kind of plays into it a little bit. Just like, it might take some time for Ohio State to get going, but Washington has a really dynamic offense, and there's some points I want to bring up here later. But yeah, man, I think this would be a good game for the most part. I could see this being like a two-score game. But I think Ohio State will end up, getting it done in the end. But I think this could be a close game.
yeah, all the talk is about their offense. They got Jonah Coleman, the running back. He had transferred over from Arizona with Jed Fish. Also, Damon Williams, I think he's a sophomore now. Dynamic quarterback. He's a good runner, dual threat guy. I don't think he's even thrown a pick this year yet. So, um, it's gonna be a test for our defense for sure. Probably the most dynamic offense we've faced so far. I mean, I know Texas was talented, but we kind of see how that's all shaken out over the past few weeks. But definitely a test for the defense. I mean, what are your thoughts on Ohio State's offense against the Washington defense?
Yeah, interesting to note because a lot of this is going to come with injury because Washington has some like pretty notable players either out or questionable. The
Yeah.
main one is Takario Davis, who is questionable. That's their top corner. He was all Big 12 second team, I believe, last year with Arizona. So probably would have gotten the Jeremiah Smith matchup if he goes. But Washington plays a lot of man to man. It's kind of like Notre Dame system. So that's obviously going to be interesting to see if they want to stick with that or not. Because you know how that went for Notre Dame last year, and I don't think anybody really wants to man up this Ohio State team. I don't think Washington has even with Davis to do that with Ohio State. So I think, like I said, I think it could be a little bit of a slow start on offense because it's the bye and everything and whatnot. But I think Washington's defense isn't anything to write home about. I think this Ohio State defense or offense should comfortably put up at least like 28 points, maybe 30 points.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. I think that's the weekness. Like you kind of just look at, I mean, you look at their past games. I think they had Washington State had 24 on them. Colorado State they played week one had 21 on them. So
Yeah.
these are mid-tier teams dropping 20 plus points. So if you get a high-powered offense and Ohio State really starts to put it together and gets a rhythm on offense, it could get pretty ugly pretty quick. But obviously Julian Stan's first road start.
Yeah,
About
sure.
to see. And I think people have realized that the noise at Washington is no joke. So, but they've been pumping crowd noise at practice all week. So, trying to prepare for that and whatnot. But a lot of young guys, like I just mentioned, Julian Sand. So we're about to see how they handle their first road start. I was also going to say I wanted to see Takario Davis. I think he's like 6'3" or 6'4". He's really tall.
Yeah, big corner.
I would have liked to see him against Jeremiah Smith. Is he questionable? You said, or is he confirmed out?
Questionable, but it doesn't seem like he's going to play based on what I've read.
Mm-hmm.
But that could always kind of be of a little bit of a kind of getting their mind away from it. Can't think of the word right now, but yeah, who knows? I don't think he will, but you never know.
Yeah, and I was gonna make another point. I had mentioned Jed Fish. He was the former Arizona coach. This team is almost like a reincarnation of that. I think it was 2023 Arizona team. I mean, they went to a pretty high caliber bowl game. I think they won 10 or 11 games. I mean, it was a
Yeah, they're
good
a good
team,
team.
and they all just kind of followed Jed Fish over there, and they're just now in their senior years and whatnot. And then they got talent other places. People forget Washington was in the national championship 2 years ago. So
Yeah,
I mean, this is a, I mean, this is not a team you should take lightly. And I think another point we probably get to is the fact that they probably should be ranked. I mean,
I don't even think they got votes. I was looking.
exactly. Yeah, I heard that too. They didn't even get votes. So, it's just, I mean, don't take these guys for granted. And I think another thing I was going to talk about is the lowest spread for a number one team against an unranked team since like 2014 or something.
Oh wow, I didn't
Like
realize
that.
that's that. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we're only 7 or 8 point favorites at this point.
yeah,
So I mean, we're gonna have our hands full tomorrow for sure.
yeah. It opened so high too. It was like 13 and 14 and a half when it opened up, and now
Yeah,
it's just shot down. So I don't know.
all the money just went to Washington. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
which is weird because you would think with these injuries that Washington is sustaining right now, like that would kind of make it any other way, but I guess not. So it'll be interesting. I don't know if you want to move on to offense or not. If you have anything else to say about their defense.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think there's mismatches all over the place on defense. I'm excited to see. I know we've heard some people were asking about Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
He was on a little knee sleeve, little walking gingerly at practice and whatnot the other day. I haven't heard much about it. Obviously, we'll get an injury report tomorrow, probably a couple hours before the game. We'll have that out for you guys. I didn't know if you had any other information about that or just thoughts on it in general.
Don't know much in terms of his availability or whatnot, but the sleeve is a little worrisome, I suppose. But if he can't go for whatever reason, I still trust CJ Donaldson. I think people, like we talked about, this Washington defense isn't anything to write home about. I was going to check their numbers against the run. I don't think they were necessarily great.
Yeah, no, I know they've been giving up points. I just didn't know how bad the ground attack was on them. So, yeah, we got that Bo Jackson
No, sorry,
question.
I got to mix up. They do have a really good run defense. Their passing on defense is not great though.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that's I flipped those. Yeah, so it'll be tough to run the ball in them. But that's another thing with the injuries, man. They got I think two D linemen either questionable or out too. So like they're really piling up the injuries at the wrong time, and that could definitely be an area to exploit inside there if they have both those defensive tackles out that are questionable.
yeah, and I
Um,
mean, Ohio State, they haven't struggled to run the ball. I think we're just kind of looking for consistency at this point. So to come out and run the ball on the road like that, that would be impressive against a good run defense like they have. So yeah, it would help your young quarterback out too for sure.
yes,
So,
100%.
alrighty, yeah. Well, let's move to the offense. I mean, kind of while we're
Yeah,
there,
man.
I guess the defense, Washington offense, Ohio State defense. I mean, they have their leading receiver Denzel Boston.
Really good
He's
player.
by far their leading receiver. I think he like leads all receivers by like 10 plus receptions, whatever it is. But I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, what do you see on matchup wise there?
Yeah, I was gonna say Denzel Boston's probably one of the better receivers people haven't heard about. This guy's probably gonna be a day two pick in the NFL. Like this guy is legit. He might be a Blitz finalist. I think he's that good. He is a real problem for the receiver room. Interesting to note though, their other two top three receivers are one is questionable. Rashid Williams is out, and then Amari Evans is questionable. So they could potentially be missing their two other receivers to pair with him, which could really hurt them. In terms of the Denzel Boston, it'll be interesting to see who gets that matchup. I would think Igbinosun, maybe Jermaine. I don't know. I would really like to
He
see.
he is 6'4", so I would like to
Yeah,
see Igbenogsen's long
yeah.
frame on that for sure if he can handle it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my point. He's a tall, big frame, big body guy. So I think Ignosa makes the most sense on him over there. But yeah, man, he is definitely a problem in the receiver room. It will be interesting to see if those other guys play. But then you kind of touched on it earlier. Jonah Coleman, a really good back for them, and Desmond Williams is a dual threat. It's a dynamic offense, man. And if they have the receivers healthy, like they could definitely score points. They've done it all year. They've kind of just been outscoring teams all year because their defense has been up and down. But yeah, it is a dynamic offense, and Devon Williams and Denzel Boston and Jonah Coleman. Those are like three guys to really watch out for tomorrow.
Yeah, the Jonah Coleman. I mean, I've heard like Heisman talk about him so far.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of season he's having. That's the type of role he plays on this team. So, shut him down, which we have. We haven't really struggled against the run this year. I mean, Texas, I think they broke a few ones. Obviously, they got Wisner, so he's a good back. But Jonah Coleman, he's probably right in that upper tier, that upper echelon of running backs in college football. So it'll be another good test for the Buckeyes. But I mean, I think the key here is forcing turnovers. I think Demond Williams. I don't think he has any picks yet. I want to say
He does
unless I
not
was,
know.
unless I was looking at a different stat. Yeah, so no picks yet. But just getting him off kilter, you know what I mean? We got to get to the passer, force him out, and then once we get him out, obviously he's a dual threat guy. Got to be able to contain him. I mean, I'm trying to think last real dual threat guy we faced. I mean, you could consider Arch, but I mean, I'm thinking last year in the Rose Bowl. I mean, okay, Riley Leonard.
It's kind of the one way though.
Right, yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking Rose Bowl last year, Dylan Gabriel, the way we kind of played
Yeah.
that. I brought it up in the past. You just have a linebacker kind of just sitting there spying. You force him out, flush him out, and then the linebacker comes up and he'll corral him in. But that's going to be important. We can't let him get going on the ground for sure. So
Yeah, Arvell or something. Yeah, someone get that matched up like they have most of the time, maybe even Caleb. But
yeah,
yeah, one thing I thought of too is like if their other two receivers are out, you could double Denzel Boston. You could have McClain or someone else help out on him if you think that's a way to go and have whoever it is Jermaine man on man another corner or other receiver rather. So that's definitely a possibility if their receivers can't go. So
It's gonna be interesting to see. I think you give Matt Patricia 2 weeks to prepare, like you did. I mean, he's used to like having to have game plans ready in like 3 4 days in the NFL. You know what I mean? So if you give him a
Yeah.
whole 2 weeks, I think we'll have a pretty good scheme ready for tomorrow. So it'll be fun to see for sure. That kind of covers the offense and defense. Just want to kind of go into score predictions. I've seen some in the comments below. If you want to start us out with yours.
Yeah, I've kind of been going back and forth on this. I think Ohio State gets the job done. I think it'll be a little tight, maybe especially like halftime or so. I'm gonna go like a comfortable like 28-17 win though. I think though, and I think that like last touchdown will kind of be like a maybe it might be like 28-10 or something like that. Well, I do think that Washington's offense is really good. I don't think they play the defense like quite like Ohio State's quite yet. So
Mhm. I think, yeah, I'm in that range too. I think they're going to get theirs on offense. Just nature of the beast, just nature of the game. But I'm going to go 38-13 Ohio State. I think we get in the upper 30s. I mean, honestly, low 40s is a possibility too. I think they're going to put it together, and with this weak of Washington defense, and if they got some guys out, it could get ugly for them on defense. But I see Ohio State. I mean, I could see Washington coming out and going up 10-0, 7-0, whatever. Um, but I see them just kind of petering out. I think you kind of see it, the defense kind of clamp down a little bit
yeah,
at some point, or maybe they just come out firing. I don't know, but I think they will get there. So I'm giving them 13, Buckeyes 38. So.
I just think at the end of the day, this Ohio State team is just flat out better, and I think that's going to kind of show at the end. I think is what it comes down to.
Hmm.
Upsets happen all the time, I'm sure, but I just think that, especially with the injuries Washington has, man, like I just think Ohio State's going to eventually get it done, one way or another.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. Talent will win in the end for sure. But all right, so yeah, I mean, I saw like a 31-17 from somebody.
Probably realistic.
Um, Probably, yeah, it's pretty close. But yeah, we'll kind of open it up to questions. And just comments or whatever you guys want to talk about this game. We can kind of go back and look at some old past ones that we missed, and we can kind of just hit on everything. I saw one up here. It said Jermaine hasn't played great since Texas. He has played good but not great. Give Igbenos in the matchup. So I'm sure he's referring to Denzel Boston, and I mean I would be fine with that for sure. Like I had said, Iggy's got the bigger frame, long arms, so I would be good with that.
Yeah, Iggy's looked really good this year. I don't want to credit him. We he was kind of concerned coming into the season. He's really played well this year for the most part. So props to Iggy. So I think like you said, I think he deserves that matchup tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. He's really coming out for sure. How many sacks do you think we're going to get tomorrow? We didn't really talk about that. Washington's offensive line, it's going to be really hard to get sacks with a dual threat quarterback like Damon
Right.
Williams. So I think you got to think about that. Um, but our guys are sneaky athletic up front. I mean, they can get after you if you don't get rid of the ball or make a decision quickly. So I mean, how do you see that whole matchup playing out?
Yeah, Cade McDonald's playing like one of the best D linemen on the planet right now. He has been
Yeah,
such a disruptor, even as a pass rusher, which has surprised me, man. Like he's a
yeah.
big dude that's rushing the passer, and he gets home. He's gotten home a couple of times. But yeah, Cade McDonald. Edric's been fine. I don't think he like flashed or anything, but you're not going to see that a lot of times with interior D linemen. And then that rotation of Atkinson, Hicks, Curry, Kenyatta, like all those guys have been good, played well. I think they'll probably get a couple. I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 sacks. I just think they're gonna get some
Mhm.
coverage sacks. I just think it's gonna come down to, he's getting spot, doesn't really have anywhere to go, and then guys just aren't open because they're doubling and taking away Denzel Boston. I think you'll see a couple of those tomorrow.
I think honestly, like if I were to bet something, honestly, I would almost think the linebackers
Yeah,
would
that's a
would
good point.
have more sacks than like any interior guys like or like edge guys tomorrow. Just nature of it. I mean, I can just picture Damon Williams just rolling out. You know what I mean? And you got like Arvell just chasing him down, running him down, playing that spiral. So I mean, I could see that. But yeah, I like the 3 or 4 number. That's a good number for sure. And then somebody just asked about Edric Houston. I mean, we had seen Edric. I think Ryan Day had made a comment this week. Edric, obviously super talented player. Like they need him up front. Great three technique guy for the line, but just sort of has been kind of inconsistent. And I don't know if maybe
Yeah,
it's a lingering injury that he had in fall camp from that.
right.
But whatever it is, I mean, do you see Edric kind of showing up in this game? You were saying you were talking about him, but I mean, it's hard to tell. You can't just pick one guy, but it would be
Yeah.
nice to see him show up for sure.
It's hard for interior guys too, man, because like people don't realize if like they're getting double teamed and they're like not like getting pushed back into the linebackers, like they're technically doing their job. So like a
Right.
lot of times that's like it's really just being a space eater. And Cade McDonald's has flashed so much. It's kind of I feel like it's kind of tough to notice Edric because of how good Cade McDonald's been.
Yeah.
I think he'll be fine tomorrow. Maybe he gets a sack tomorrow. I'd like to see him get one. I don't have any issues or worries about Edric. I just think he's just been a fine player. He's kind of done his job, but he hasn't done anything spectacular per se.
Yeah, I mean, he got some expectations this year. I mean, I saw him on some lists, some watch lists and whatnot. So maybe that's all people are looking at. Oh, he was on this watch list. Where's he been? Like, you know what I mean? But like you said, space eater stuff gets dirty down there. You know what I mean? It's just doing the dirty work. You never really notice it. But when you have a guy like Cade McDonald making all those plays, it's hard to see him too. So moving along, who do you think will be the biggest player in this game, both offensively and defensively? So we usually get these questions and then we pick a side of the ball. What do you want, offense or defense?
I'll go defense because I have one in mind.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go very boring here. I'm going Jeremiah Smith. I think they're going to expose their secondary, especially if Takario Davis, their top corner, is out. I think they're going to feature Jeremiah Smith. You could kind of see him doing it against Ohio a couple weeks ago. Just getting their best player the ball. I mean, they ran a sweep with them. They're throwing it over top, just letting them go up for it. I think you're going to see a lot of that. I think you're going to see Julian say, all right, Jeremiah's down there somewhere. Like, I'm a young quarterback on the road. Let me just get it to my guy. And I guarantee that's what Ryan Day's telling him. Like, when in doubt, get it to your guy. Like, so boring pick, but I'm going Jeremiah Smith tomorrow. He's going to have a great game.
I'm going with CJ Hicks. I'm going with CJ Hicks for a couple of reasons. I think the way Demond Williams plays, kind of, super athletic, uber athletic, really a dual threat guy. CJ is probably one of the guys best fit on the edge to be able to keep up with that, and then maybe can track him down maybe as other guys can't. I think CJ gets a sack or maybe even two tomorrow. Like I said, I just think he's like the perfect fit for out of the edge rusher room to be able to, get him down and kind of do what he needs to do to take his legs away. I think CJ Hicks is a big game tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I agree. You saw him. You saw him at the end there. I mean, he's just wreaking havoc against OU. He was just he's just so close. I feel like every time CJ
Yeah.
Hicks is about to get a sack, like he just doesn't wrap up or something. Like he is
Yeah.
always right there, man. So yeah, I would love to see him break out tomorrow. I mean, yeah, it would be great. Um, True or false? The drama before this game has just been for clicks, and we win by 20 plus tomorrow. Your thoughts?
I'm not going to say for sure true, but I would not be surprised at all.
Yeah,
I
I mean, I
think
would.
there is a lot just kind of, focusing on or like trying to make a game. I don't want to say that. Washington's a good team. I think a lot of it is for clicks. I agree with that. I think that it's like there is definitely a talent discrepancy here. I think the Washington's 4-0 record can be a little deceiving. They're 4-0, 3-0, right? 4-0?
They're 3-0 actually. Yeah.
3-0. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, it can be a little deceiving because of their opponents and quality of opponents and whatnot. But I agree with you. I think it could happen, but frankly, I just see Ohio State kind of stumbling out of the gate a little bit on a bye, and just Washington's offense might, make some plays. So I could see it being a touchdown game. Maybe I think I had 10 in my prediction, so I think it'll be somewhere in there.
Yeah, and once again, I'm going to give kind of a bland answer. Like, I just feel like this game could go anywhere. It could be a touchdown game. Like
Yeah,
Washington, we've talked about it. They're a proud program. They got some talent. They got some guys that can keep them in the game. But then again, you just look at Ohio State, man, and it's just talent everywhere, everywhere. I mean, I predicted 38-13, so I mean that's over 20 points. So I mean, it's like, it's just like it could go either way. And then I think they are trying to hype it up a little bit more than maybe probably should be, but that's fine. I mean, we invite it, and we're everyone's Super Bowl, so it doesn't affect
yeah.
us in any way. So, yeah, alrighty, moving along. Another good question here. What do you think would be the biggest mistake that Washington might do when guarding Tate and Jeremiah? Hmm. I mean,
I got an obvious answer, but
man coverage, probably.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say we had talked about that earlier. I mean, Washington is a man coverage team, so go ahead, be my guest. I mean, Notre Dame did.
Especially
I mean,
especially
yeah,
without Takario Davis. Like if they don't have him, like why?
yeah, exactly. I mean, and you saw Notre Dame in the national championship last year. Like they had some. I mean, but that's Notre Dame. I mean, that's talent difference right there. I mean, Notre Dame is a man team, but so is Washington. Just a talent difference. So I think that would be their biggest mistake is really trying to stick to their guns, especially like in the big moments, just trying to play man coverage against those guys. Like that is just suicide, man. Like that's brutal.
100%. And
Yeah,
all power to them if they want to. So I would not. I think we'll be sitting here tomorrow with a comfortable win if that happens. So
yeah, yeah. Okay, here's another question regarding that. Do you think that Washington plays man? I know that their base defense contains a lot of man coverage. If so, is Jeremiah Smith breaking out, or is it going to be a shared effort? Yeah, I mean, we just covered this too. I mean, this is a big talking point for sure. My prediction, best offensive player in this game is Jeremiah Smith. I mean, I think the matchup is very bad, and I know it's a boring answer, but I think he's going to have a great game. And then Carnell too, just can't forget about him. He'd be wide receiver one on any other team. So
Yeah, 100%. Like this very easily become a problem for Washington if they want to keep running that. I think they're going to find out quick that that's not the way to go about this, but we'll see.
yeah. All right, Julian's first road start, 1 through 10. So I'm trying to figure out how he, what do you, 1 through 10, what
Concern
like
level or like
yeah. I guess we let's yeah. I like that. Let's interpret it that way.
okay.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
I guess I'll say like a five. I can't say like I feel good because I've never seen it. So like I can't say like it's not gonna rattle him, but I feel pretty comfortable based on what I've seen. He looked poised in that Texas game. I thought he looked like did his role well, was game
Yeah.
manager, did what he's supposed to do. Based on that alone, I know it wasn't the road, but that's a big game as well. I'll say like a 5 or 4 maybe. Like I think he'll be fine, but I guess we won't know until we really see it tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I would go 5 or 4 as well, but I would say, I mean, honestly, I mean, I go maybe even a 3. Like I just have it's more confidence in Ryan Day than it is
Yes.
honestly in Julian Saint. Like
Yeah.
he knows how to get his guy ready. I mean, when's the last time you really saw a quarterback from Ohio State struggle on the road? Maybe I mean Kyle McCord, whatever. But that's just Kyle McCord. That's a whole different conversation. But I mean, Ryan Day has his guys ready to go when it's needed. And yeah, you mentioned before Texas game, he did what he needed to do. So I don't think he's going to try to do too much. I think he got his interceptions out hopefully against Grambling and Ohio.
Both were not his fault,
So
by the way.
what's that?
I don't really think either of the two in the OU game were really his fault either,
Oh,
to be honest.
yeah, they weren't even his fault. Yeah, exactly. So
Maybe the
what?
second one, but
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I probably should just try to fall on that one, but I agree. Probably 3, 4, maybe 5. But I got trust in Ryan Day for him. So
and two, think about the guys he has at his disposal, man. Like he has to
yeah,
do the necessary things to ensure victory, which I'm sure he will do.
exactly.
Just rely on those guys.
Right. Prediction on Bo Jackson getting majority of the carries. So if
He's
Bo
healthy.
Jackson is healthy, I mean, we had talked about him and his knee sleeve. I mean, do you think he's the guy tomorrow?
Yeah, if he's healthy, man, he's 100% deserved this running back one role. I still think like you'll see Donaldson, Peoples, you'll kind of see all three of those guys, but he should be getting the most snaps if healthy, of course.
Hmm.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's kind of been like I don't think Donaldson or Peoples have been like a disappointment per se, but it's definitely just been a different. It's just different when he's in there, man. He just runs differently. You can see it, man. He's going to be. I mean, yeah, he it should be him getting the carries, 100%. More most of
His
the carries.
Yeah, I agree. I think he'll get the workload if he's healthy. Ryan Day's been talking about he's getting questions about him, and he high praise for him. But man, he's just got that short area quickness, that
Yes.
burst. I mean, I don't think he's got top speed like Travion Henderson, but his short area quickness, just finding the hole and going right through it, man, that is Travion Henderson like. So, yeah, man, I think he is the guy tomorrow if healthy. What is Demond Williams Jr. biggest threat against our defense? Low IQ question. Well, I don't think it's a low IQ question, man. I think
No,
it's
it's a great
yours.
question.
Yeah, I mean, I'll let you go first on this one, but I think it's pretty obvious what it probably is. Yeah.
Just his really ability as a runner. Like you said, they've played Arch, they've played these other guys. Those guys are just not the runner that Devon Williams is. He's a true dual threat. He can. I mean, don't get me wrong. He can throw it too, but his legs are a weapon, man. Like it will really hurt you if you're not prepared for his legs. So I'd say it's definitely his legs, in my opinion. Not taking anything away from him as a passer because he's been fine there, but just they have not seen this athleticism yet at quarterback this year. Not even
Yeah.
close.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, you saw Arch, but I mean, he probably only ran once or twice in the game. But for Demond Williams, it's just his versatility, his mobility, his just straight athleticism. So keeping him in check on the ground is going to be key for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody asked, what was your guys' predictions? I just joined. Yeah. So I went 38-13 Buckeyes. What did you
20,
go?
28-17.
28-17. So kind of in that range. I think we're both kind of getting at the point that Washington's going to get theirs. They got good playmakers on offense that they'll probably come out and score a few points, probably get us mad for about a quarter and a half or whatever. But that's just nature of the beast for sure.
The
Going on the road a lot.
overreactions
Yeah,
in the first quarter will be live, and
just stay off X for about half hour or whatever.
yeah.
Just
Ryan Day is 11-0 off a bye, I think is what it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Is that right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I think yeah, that's true because there's multiple buys now. I was gonna say because he hasn't been there
Yeah.
for 11 years, but there are multiple buys.
I think that's what it was. I could be wrong, but
No,
I
the
knew it's
last
undefeated. I don't remember how many games this one though.
no, I think it was like 11. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I think last time we really had a shaky off the bye was last year against Nebraska. That got a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's one.
I mean, that was fourth quarter stuff in that game. So let's hope the guys came to play. I'd rather not go into the fourth quarter tomorrow on the road. That would actually probably have me stressing pretty bad. So
For sure.
all right, we still got some people in here. If you guys want to keep giving us a few more questions, we're down to get them. But if not, we'll probably head out. We'll hit a few on the way out. Questions if you guys got them. And for those of you who are in here, we will be posting this. So if you just came in like our other guy just did, the rest of it's posted on YouTube. We'll post on YouTube. I got to be better about it. I'm gonna post it right after we go get off live. So we'll have the preview and then we'll have the post game tomorrow after the game. And then someone mentioned Virginia over FSU right now.
Yeah.
I had it on at a restaurant, but I wasn't. It was tied, I think, or maybe they went up by a touchdown. I don't know what the score is now, but someone else is saying, Florida State might get upset. So seems like we're all out of Buckeye questions, but we appreciate you guys joining in. So we'll probably just head out here, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow after the game. You got anything else before we head out?
No, man, it should be a good one. Maybe a little bit of a slow start. Try not to overreact, though. It's coming off a bye, going on the road out to the West Coast. We didn't even mention that, going out to the West Coast, new time zone. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll get the job done, though, and we'll see you guys after.
Yep, we'll see you guys after. Yeah, man, we'll catch you guys tomorrow, probably right after the game. So hoping for good vibes afterwards. Win or lose, we'll be live. So just come hang out or come in here and just rant. I don't know, whatever fits you. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you.